This AI generated website sucks, and here's exactly how I'd fix it. So let's start off with the first issue I see, and that is the lack of a clear call to action. I've got this massive enter button, which to be fair is a call to action in itself, but I'm lacking the context to understand why I should press it. I've been given no sense of understanding of what the product is here, what the website is for, and how it works. I don't have any trust built to actually want to use the product, which the website is showcasing, or in this case, not showcasing. This website is for a AI-powered class planning and drill library for Shotokan instructors by instructors. That's great, but this subtitle is very small, and I wish I would be able to see, a little bit more about the product before I kind of enter the app, which I assume is what this enter button is meant to do. We have this quote here as well, which once again is doing nothing for me, to be honest. It's cool. It helps set a tone, but it doesn't help sell the product in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't help me understand, why I'm here, what this is doing. So just to quickly summarize, there's just a clear lack of a hero section that kind of converts the product to me as a user, and is lacking kind of a clear call to action beyond an enter button, which we don't really know where it leads. Next up, we've got this stats section here in this kind of call out box. I think it's pretty obvious that this design looks a little wonky. I mean, we have a blurred, I don't know what's going on. It's almost like a textured wool effect in the background with these two lights that are kind of rotating around the website that are leading my eyes all over the place, which you want the user's eyes where your main elements are, not where, this little light bulb is moving around on the screens. And then we have these little boxes here, which have stats, which are immediately visible to me that they are AI generated. You can see the glow, you can see the way the icon is within this little circular component. This kind of component style is incredibly prone to AI designs. And if you want your website to stand out and not look like every other website that will be coming out for the next probably year or so, you probably want to avoid these kind of call out icons right here. You see it used again here on the feature section. You have this bento box design, which is kind of cool. You got a glass design of sorts, but then once again you see these icons, which are exactly the same as this one up here, but now suddenly using multiple colors. It's just a mix of a lot of different colors and strokes and pill containers here as well. These pill containers are doing absolutely nothing. A weird usage of white space here. This whole section here, this feature section, isn't really doing anything for me. We have this how it works section here. Tell AI your goals, review and customize, teach with confidence. That's fine. Clearly you can tell the line is actually overlapping the circles here. It's not even behind, so it's just a weird one-line stroke that's going through these for some reason. It's a good call to action here though. Try for free, 60 seconds to your first plan, that's good. We get the AI personas, choose your teaching style. This is kind of a cool component. You have the ability to switch between different senseis, which I guess you talk to in the app, and you can kind of see a simulation of what that would look like. This is fine, but I really question whether or not this is the right content to focus on. For me, this isn't selling me the app in any way, shape, or form. We want to focus on the unique selling points that are really, really important to the user, that makes the user go, wow, I need to be using this app. And this, for me, is not one of them. The fact that there is an AI sensei, that's great. That's a selling point in itself. But the fact that it has a movie sensei version really does not do anything for me, and what I would assume for most of the end users as well. Who it's for, built for every instructor, new instructors, experienced senseis, dojo owners, so everyone. And then once again, we've got green, yellow, purple. We got a lot of different neons and strokes, and there's just a lot going on. And quite frankly, I don't think anyone is reading all this. Just with the way it's structured, there's a lack of visual hierarchy. There's some visual hierarchy here with the title, but in general, it's just lacking that kind of consistency. This dojo sensei, why dojo sensei component here, traditional planning versus dojo sensei. It's clever, that works. We have this testimonial section, which for a product that hasn't launched yet, I'm kind of surprised it has a testimonial section. I think we see a lot of this in AI designs where it'll just kind of make up these testimonials. And so I wouldn't be surprised if they were not real. So you want to make sure that you are only using real testimonials, because this could break the trust of the consumer really quickly. I also just noticed this kind of loading bar here when you're scrolling down. I don't think it's helping in any way. I personally would not use this. I mean, you know that you're scrolling up and down. A progress bar is great for when the user needs to kind of feel some sort of sense that like things are moving forward. In this case, the user is scrolling, so there's no reason for them not to feel like things are moving forward. It's kind of a non-starter. Then you got the time savings function, where you can kind of scroll how many classes do you teach per week, how much time do you spend each class. This is cool, but once again, since AI has generated this, it's based on absolutely no data whatsoever. Again, the app is not out yet. This data does not exist. So this is really doing nothing for us and nothing for the end user too. In fact, it's only, once again, breaking trust, not building trust. Pricing, this is okay. It's highlighting a recommended package, which is great. I mean, you want to make sure that the consumer doesn't feel or knows which package to go for. So having one be highlighted is positive. However, there's a lot of kind of depth to every single one of these packs. It's hard to read. You've got this weird pill container here as well, which has a star that's not even fully a star. Yeah, just overall, like, it's okay, but it could be better for sure. And then we have the FAQ section here, which is just a mixture of different questions. Is this only for Shotokan? Yes, and that's by design. What languages are supported? This is fine. It's a clean module. I mean, the component looks fine. And then we have the ready to modernize your dojo, final call to action, start your free trial or schedule a demo, which for some reason when highlighted turns purple and completely breaks the entire branding of the entire page. It's a classic AI move. I don't know why it would do that, because here you can tell in their secondary call to action in their header, it's using the same branding color. So bit of a mistake on the AI's part there. Yeah, overall, it's just performance as well is kind of heavy, especially for me running it on Firefox, which understandably is some people's secondary target and not as popular as Chrome, but it's still worth mentioning that the performance is struggling. So to highlight, I think 5 of the biggest issues that I'm seeing is number 1, the enter button that is kind of lacking a clear hero section around it. We're really lacking the context to want to enter here. We're not really getting anything before pressing this enter button, so it just appears really ominous and doesn't really tell the user where it's going. Number 2 is the fake stats. You know, they have this section where how much time you're saving and everything, but it quite literally is just lying to us. It's not telling us anything, and rather than building trust, it's breaking trust. Number 3 that I see is kind of this, it has like vibes over functionality take, which essentially just means that everything seems to be built on making things look cool and neon-y and like following this red style, and completely overusing their primary color, by the way, like entirely. It's not following the 60-30-10 rule at all. It's just very, very cluttered and heavy. Too many gradients. The contrast is off in a lot of these sections. Typography is all over the place. Some text too small. We're not seeing the product at all at any point on this page. The closest we get is this kind of chat box, which is not what the product looks like at all. And then we have this kind of like very heavy on pill containers look that everyone can clearly tell is AI generated at this point, and will only become more evident the more AI generated websites pop up. I have been working with this client on improving their website. So we have the hero section completely changed. Now we have a very, very clear headline about the product here. Spend less time planning, more time teaching. Boom, immediately makes us understand what the product is for, what the purpose is with the product. It also tells us in the subline, plan structured Shotokan classes in minutes, use drag and drop tools, AI assistants, and curated drills to teach and train with confidence. Start planning free, watch demo. So we have 2 calls to action, a primary and a secondary call to action, which is great for a product like this, where it's a SaaS. People want to see the product before they necessarily are converted. And so this watch demo button would just pop up a little like Loom video that the owner of the product has recorded, kind of explaining how the product works and what it is. And then we have this product picture here showing off the product. So moving on to the features of the product, we have this feature section here that shows off each of the individual features of the product to highlight why the user needs this product and how it will help them. So we have the class planner, easy to use drag and drop planner with pre-built templates. So we kind of show them immediately what it's like and how it works. We've got the AI Sensei, which is the chatbot that the users can use to kind of plan their classes, talk to the AI chatbot and understand more about the karate instructing that they're doing and all this stuff. And then we got Plan on the Move, which The original website doesn't highlight at all, but the fact that the SaaS solution that they're building is also usable on mobile, and that's important to highlight. We have created a mock-up here of the AI Sensei and how that could look to use and interact with. We also show exactly how the product differs from other AI, kind of similar to how they were showing in their comparison, but we've made it stand out a lot more and made it very clear how Dojo Sensei is better. We have the pricing table, which once again has been cleaned up and just kind of clarified. We also use size to make it clear which product option is the highlighted choice, the preferred choice, not only the red color. So it's very, very clear to users that this is the generally chosen choice, and that will help reduce decision paralysis for people who are looking to try the product. And then we have the frequently asked questions section, where users can look at more questions and get their questions answered before they purchase the app. And then you have the final call to action once again, which will just kind of try to convert the user after they've gone through the whole page. Okay, so you can just tell that the design is a lot briefer, like it's a lot shorter, a lot less messy. The spacing is more purposeful. You can tell that typography is more purposeful. It uses the same spacing, the same sizing, the same components, same branding. So it's just a lot more cohesive, and it also is way better for conversions just due to how it's highlighting the key features. It's showing people the product. It's giving them clear call to action to basically try out the product for free or to watch a demo of how it functions. So it's being really clear about what the product is and not overselling, under delivering, but rather showing plainly what's available here. So this was really just me going through a AI generated website and kind of showing and highlighting just live off the rip here what I kind of see when I see these websites and what the kind of issues are that I tend to see come up often, and then how you can work on fixing those issues with a more cohesive design. It'll also just look better at the end of the day. So this client is working on getting this newly improved website in. It'll drive conversions in a way that their old website never could. I've been Prag at Design by Prag on all platforms. If you want to reach out and work together, just shoot me a DM. I'm always down to work with people, and you guys have a lovely day.